Hello curl friends, welcome to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jody and it's great to have you join me today. Special welcome if you are new here. I try to post curly hair content every Friday, so if that's something that you enjoy, please continue to stick around. Love to have you subscribe to the channel, and if you'd like to hit the notification bell so you never miss another video, that'd be another great opportunity for you and me. But today's video, we are doing a Hubby Chooses. This is a new series that I started this year. I've already had a couple videos out, but in this series, I have my husband pick out several products from several categories. So I have three categories, like a leave-ins and creams, a gels or custards, and then a mousse or foam section. And I give him about 4 options in each section, just so he's not completely overwhelmed by my product stash. If you haven't seen my product stash, it's extensive, especially like the leave-ins and creams and the gels. I would only get the products that were in the front because he wouldn't bother to try to pick from the back. So that's kind of a synopsis on how I do this video, or how I'm formatting this video. I'm actually going to throw in a few clips here of him choosing the products, and then I'm going to begin applying them and telling you about my thoughts on them, I guess, as we go. Okay, we're going to start by choosing a curl cream or a leave-in. So which one do you want to choose, dear? There we go. All right, now for the gel, which one do you think I should use? All right, that is the gel of choice. All right, for our final product then, he has 4 mousse or foam to choose from. Which one do you think I should use? Right, there we go. All right, these are the 3 products that we'll be styling with today. We have the Mielle Babassu Brazilian Curly Cocktail Curl Cream, the Curl Rhythm Jojoba Curl Gel, and the Dippity Doo Curl Boosting Mousse. All right, for the first one, the Mielle Babassu Brazilian Curly Cocktail Cream. By the way, I apologize for this lighting. It's a really gloomy day, and I am starting earlier. I wish I could talk. I am starting earlier than what I normally would. Because some things in my work schedule got moved up, so I still want to get this video done. But we are going in with this curl cream. Now this is one of those that I haven't used in a long time, and I don't think I've played around with using this like with other products. I'm going to try going in with that amount. We'll see how it feels on my hair. This is the consistency of it. But as I was saying, I haven't played around using it with other products. Sometimes I like to mix and match. Actually, a lot of times I love to do that. There's no real white residue. A little bit of tack, but not much. But this is just not one of them. When I've used it with the rest of the line that I had, the first 3 or 4 Mielle products that I had, Mielle just wasn't my favorite. And it hasn't really, like, I've had some success with it, but it just hasn't been something that stood out positive to me and made me want to like reach for it again. Now there have been lines that I would have liked to try more recently, and I haven't, just because sometimes, you know, other products came up on sale and just, you know, you have to choose, you can't get everything. And then also they have this lawsuit going on. I've said before, I don't know too many of the claims of the lawsuit. I'm just going to wait and see how things go with that. I'm not concerned with using my Mielle products. I'm really not. I've had these for quite some time, to be truthfully honest, as well. I've seen other lawsuits come and go in the curly hair community as far as products, and my main reason for not purchasing them while this is going on isn't, like I said, because of my own concern for what the products might do to my hair. My concern is that you guys won't be interested in it, that you guys will be more cautious and leery, and so therefore I don't see my videos doing it as well. So I'm just kind of like holding back, waiting to see what happens. Okay, so now at this point I have a couple sections done, and I am just now realizing that I don't have my microphone plugged in. Like, I have the camera mic, but I don't like that one nearly as well. So we're just going to finish this part of it, and then I will plug it in after I have my hands cleaned off and everything. So my bad, sorry about that. But what I was actually going to say while I was checking back here was just to tell you about my thoughts as I'm applying this. I said, you know, that I hadn't worked with this too much separately, like with other products, I guess is what I was saying. That's not really separately, but you get what I'm saying, I hope. I haven't mixed and matched this much. Maybe that's a better term. So I'm not like sure as well what this cream gives. I don't particularly care for the scent of it. I will say that that's kind of been like a turn off for me. It has like a spicy, kind of like an almost ginger scent to it. And maybe I'm wrong because I think the other product that I have, the gel, is the one that has the ginger in it, but I smell it in this product, the cream. But my curl clumps look okay at this point. Nothing like amazing and nothing bad either, just okay. And I've run across a knot here. No huge slip factor with this cream, like it doesn't seem overly moisturizing or incredible slip upon application. I didn't have any issues applying it, but it's just not a standout cream to me, I guess is what I'm getting at. But that is another reason why it's good to have my husband choose these products. Sometimes he will pick out things that I wouldn't necessarily pick out, and it just like forces me to try it, and I'm happy for that because I've liked a couple of his results. At this point, I'm just going to finish up my brush styling, and then I will plug in my microphone so that we get a little bit better audio, and then I will check back as we begin applying the next product, which will be a gel. Actually, I'm thinking about this. I'm looking at my gel and my foam, and I'm thinking, do I want to do the gel first or do I want to do the foam first? Because it just kind of depends on the foam and gel themselves. I think we're going to do the gel. I think we are. We're going to stick with the original game plan. Okay, like I said though, I'm going to finish brush styling and then I will be back when I'm getting ready to apply the next product. Okay, I've been re-wetting my hair down and I've roughly parted it after doing the brush styling. Like I've not disturbed the curl clumps, but it's kind of semi-parted in half. And this is the gel that my husband chose. This is the Curl Rhythm Jojoba Curl Gel. Once again, this is one of those products that I haven't used outside of the rest of the line. Now, I've loved my results when using this with the rest of the line, but I will say my results aren't very moisturizing. I don't know what to attribute it to. Is it the cream? I'm not really counting on the wash day products so much, but is it the cream or is it the gel? When I say I'm not counting it on the wash day products themselves, it's because my hair felt normal after washing, like it didn't feel dried or stripped after washing. Although if I remember correctly, that is a very cleansing shampoo, but the conditioner like made up for it. So my hair just felt like a standard wash day experience after I had finished. But all that to say, we're going in with this amount of the gel first. I will probably go in with more. I'm certain we'll go in with more. I think this is just going to cover one side. The more I rub it in, this is a very perfumed, fragranced gel as well. I kind of forgotten that. And while I have said that I have loved these products in the past, like my style with them, how my curls looked big, bouncy, and voluminous, it has been a while and I don't remember how much to take. Plus my hair has continued to get longer, so that always changes how much you need to take. And then I'm going to also flip upside down and apply this as well. Just what I like to do. This really seems to be absorbing into my hair. Like it's not like laying on top. I don't feel a foam coating my hair. I'm going to get a little bit more on my fingers actually and get that crown area in the back. Just like a little pea-sized amount. I feel like that section tends to get forgotten. It's a little harder to reach, you know, and it lies in the middle of the two sections and just doesn't always get the attention it needs. All right, I'm going in with about the same size amount that I did the first two times. You probably didn't see that. I guess I'm not being shy with this gel. This is mainly focusing on the underside a little bit more. And I have put plenty of water in my hair, but you don't hear that squish when you put the product or when you're scrunching the products in. But I don't see a lot of wet frizz or anything like that. There is maybe just a tiny bit here and there, but by the time I go in with this foam, that should give me that extra squish that I look for in my final scrunching. So this is the foam, the Dippity Doo foam, and I've used this a fair amount. I've mixed and matched this. It is a very lightweight, watery foam. Some foams give you like a serum-like consistency. This is not one of them. We're just going to pat this all over. I did about 2.5, almost 3 pumps. I just want to try to get this in all the areas, and then we're going to scrunch. Flipping my head and scrunching a whole lot more. So I'll just fast forward through some of this scrunching part because that's going to become a little monotonous here in a minute. Okay, I have my hair up in my wet plop, 2 shower caps. I have a disposable one underneath this, and then this is my reusable shower cap. I just like to do this to let my curls set and absorb the products in more of a scrunched up type form, so it's just not like elongated and pulling my hair down, weighing my hair down. I'm volume challenged anyway, so I just feel like this helps with that process a little bit. But I'm going to let this sit for about 10 minutes. I'm going to diffuse. I'll come back and I'll show you the results. Okay, curl friends, I am back with my hair fully diffused and styled, and let's take a closer look at these results here. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed. I was not sure because there were those first 2 products that I used, I hadn't played around with, I mentioned, and those Mielle products, when I had used them all together, they wasn't my favorite wash day. And then while I loved this curl rhythm combo that I would do, it was much different than these results I got today. They were much more lighter, fluffier, and less controlled, I want to say. And then they did tend to dry out pretty fast. Like by day 2, even my hair was feeling more dry, even in the summertime, which isn't characteristic of me. The only one I kind of had an idea as to what it might lend was this Dippity Doo Girls with Curls foam. And so I'm pretty pleased with my results. Let's take a look at the back of the hair. Overall, I have a very good definition. There are some areas where my hair is a bit stringy, and I think I just got too much product. Probably went in with a little too much of the gel, and that's my own fault. I'm attributing that to myself entirely. But I have very good definition throughout. I really like the curls, especially up in this region, and even underneath some of these bigger, chunkier curls. I have a decent, healthy looking shine, and then I also have a decent volume. Like my hair is not weighed down at all, and I was really wondering how that was going to work with all 3 of these products, especially like I really didn't know what this was going to give. It's been so long since I used it. I know I've said that before. Since doing this experiment though with these 3 products that my husband chose, one thing I would note about the Curl Rhythm line then is that I'd always kind of attributed the dryness that I would get pretty early on in my styling routine to the gel, but I'm thinking it might be more so the cream. So I need to experiment with that cream more. Have any of you worked with the Curl Rhythm line? If you have, what are your thoughts on the cream? Have you tried the leave-in? Because they do have a leave-in conditioner, which I think offers more moisture than the cream because they give a level of moisture on the bottom of each one. Like right here, this only has 1 drop for moisture. I think the cream has 2 drops, but the cream is generally something that's supposed to impart more moisture than a gel a lot of times. So, you know, I'm just gonna leave a little clip here on, or some words down here, telling you how long I felt like the moisture held up for this hairstyle. Hey curl friends, this is day 2. I don't usually check back on day 2 for my Hubby Chooses type of videos, but this is just one of those that I felt I needed to check back. Yesterday, I just felt like I had a hard time gathering my thoughts and being concise and cohesive, and there were some developments with my hair, so I just thought, you know, I need to check back and just give you guys an update. So yesterday, I think I had mentioned that I was going to use hairspray after I filmed the video because, like I said, I wasn't planning on checking back. So I used the hairspray. I used an aerosol hairspray, Tresemme. It's like their extra hold or something like that. I love it. I know what it does for my hair. It usually gives it hold, volume, and it can help tame some flyaways and frizzies for a little bit. It's not like a cure-all for that, but it just, my hair gets very soft and wind blown very easily. And yesterday it was very windy. It was damp, windy. It wasn't raining when I went out yesterday, but it was like almost on the verge of like freezing rain all day yesterday. And so it was yucky. And so I had to go to work. I had to run some errands, get groceries and everything like that. So I just had my big old coat on. I was putting my hood up and curls got crushed in the process. So When I got home though, I put hairspray on it and kind of just scrunched it in, and I do feel like that helped significantly. So the hairspray helped in that part. But yesterday I also said that my hair felt very soft, very well moisturized and everything like that. I wasn't sure if it was going to continue in that trend because one of the product brands that I had used, the Curl Rhythm, when I used that entire set, it had been known to kind of dry out my hair. I didn't feel like that was on the verge of happening, but now today I can feel that my hair is more dry. And I don't really think that has anything to do with the hairspray because it's just not something that I typically notice with this hairspray happening. It will dry out my hair to the extent that it will, when I have a very heavily moisturized, over moisturized styling routine, it kind of helps a little bit in that regard, but it doesn't usually dry out my routine any faster in a typical styling routine. I hope that makes sense. It's a little hard to explain. I just worked with it so much that I know what to expect. And this drying out that I have today is more than what I normally get from what this hairspray would do. That's what I'm trying to say. So my hair definitely feels kind of dry, like it's going to need some moisture, but I'm going to go to the gym. I got some errands to run first, and then I'm going to go to the gym later today, and I'll probably just pull it up. I might add a little leave-in conditioner, spray that in, kind of glaze it over, but I'm just going to pull my hair up. It's going to be up in a messy bun for the next day or two, and that's going to be good enough for me. I'll wash it again before too terribly long. But I did just want to note that it still looks good, my hair does, I feel like, but there's definitely more frizz throughout. I still like the way it looks, so like I said, I'm going to wear this down for the first part of the day while I'm running my errands. I have a few appointments, and then it'll go up. Not a big issue. Let me show you the back though while I am here. I did say yesterday too, I felt like the bottom parts of my hair were kind of on the verge of being stringy. Maybe not quite, but just looked a little bit on the verge of being stringy compared to the rest of my hair. I do feel like that has evened out. I do feel like it's more cohesive from the top to bottom as far as the curl pattern and everything like that. So I do enjoy that as well. But I think that's all I have to say, all I have to update you on. So thank you for sticking around. But I am loving my results so far. This has been my favorite combo that my husband has chosen, and I felt like this one has been the biggest wild card, at least for me. Maybe not. Maybe the last one where I used the Flora and Curl Gel, that one's also a pretty big wild card. But either way, I'm pretty sure that this is my favorite results, like I said, that I've had so far with my husband's choices. So thank you, dearest, for choosing a fantastic combo. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. And until I see you again in the next video, have a great day. Bye.